Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about something that is very important to my family and I, and that is trap sequence. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have notes written down there, lots of big terms and whatnot. I'm going to try and briefly explain it without going too far into it. And then if you hear noise in the background, that's going to be my daughter. She's off to the side of me trying to take a nap. Not going so well, so I may have to pick her up somewhere in this video. If not, great. What trap sequence stands for is twin reversed arterial perfusion sequence. That's a fancy term for you have two babies who share a cord, and unfortunately one of them does not have a heart. So when you have twins like this, one is referred to as the pump twin and the other, they would be the trap twin. So what this means is that my daughter, who developed fully in the womb, she was pumping all of the blood for the trap twin, twin B. And the complication there is that the other twin, they're not going to make it. And that is simply because they don't have the internal organs to do so. It can cause cardiac arrest, and that is because their heart is pumping so hard to supply blood for two babies. And it can turn out okay. Like I said, I have a perfectly healthy daughter, so don't let this be an end of the world type scenario for you. What happened in our case was that we went in at 9 weeks, they did an ultrasound, and it looked as though there was a vanishing twin. Somewhere through the course of this same ultrasound, the other baby began to kick and move and had nothing to do with the first. This is when my doctors looked into maybe it not being a vanishing twin. So we got more tests done, more ultrasounds, and you can see that the babies shared a cord. This happens in, I want to say 1.5% of pregnancies. My doctors explained it to me as 1 in 35,000. It actually happens more than you would think that it would, unfortunately. The next thing they offered us was that if we reached a certain point in our pregnancy, that we would be eligible for something called RFA, which is radiofrequency ablation. And what that is a minimally invasive procedure where they use a radio wave to sever the link between your healthy baby and your trap twin, and that takes a lot of the work off of your healthy baby's heart. We were going to have to fly to, I want to say, Dallas to have that done. So what can happen occasionally is that the blood flow will stop on its own. So we were lucky and the blood flow stopped on its own and we did not have to get a procedure. The twin stopped growing at 11 weeks, 5 days. So she was about the size of a lime. So she was actually about that big. My other daughter continued to grow. And just know that there is support out there. I did a lot of research. I just wanted to see a face to it. I wanted to know that there were happy babies and happy families out there that did make it through. One of the things I was able to find while I was looking for all this information was a Facebook support page called Trap Sequence Mommies and Daddies. And I'm actually going to link that down below because that was possibly one of the biggest helps ever. It is a group that is larger than you would think that it would be, of parents that have gone through this experience. It's both sides of the spectrum. It's every experience that you could think of. It was just immensely helpful, and like I said, I'm going to leave that link down below because that really did help a lot. And that's why I want to make this video, because when I was searching for information about this condition, everything I found was very medical and very cold. And I did want to know that there were people that it did turn out okay for, and that it could be okay, and for us it was, and I'm very thankful for that. But my little one is stirring up from her nap, so I think that I am going to leave on that note. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.